AC, firstly, welcome back to the management hot seat, but probably not the start you wanted.
Nah, really frustrating way to go out of the Vase, especially after the run that we had in it last year. And it's it was just a bit all bizarre, to be honest with you. I didn't think we was particularly great in the game, but I didn't think we was that bad, and we created enough chances to probably put the game to bed early doors, but didn't put the chances away. Finally got in front with a decent header from Lewis, and then conceded an absolute freak goal that I just can't explain, and it goes to penalties, and we end up crashing out on penalties. So yeah, just one of them, really hard to take. But yeah, I think clearly there's a lot of work to do, to be honest, still.
Yeah, would you say that we were pretty strong for the 90?
I thought we were. I didn't think we ever looked like we would concede, really. I thought we defended all right. I thought we, as I said, I thought we created more chances without really threatening when we should have. I.e., the first minute we should have been 1-0 up from Lewis's chance when the Ghost just got to the line and crossed it. But yeah, once we got to 1-0, I thought it was going to be a 1-0 game, and it really should have been. It didn't turn out that way, and we're out. So
let's unpack the goals there. Lewis Hayward's good header.
Yeah, really good header. So works a bit on changing up the free kicks and making sure that we're hitting balls that players can go and attack rather than behind players. And to be fair, I thought Brad Ryan's hit the ball into a great area. Lou's got a great header on it, down into the ground, the corner. Maybe the keeper could do better with it from their perspective, but pleased to see that one nestle in the corner, and then think, there you go, we're going to go on and see this out now and get through. To be honest, I would have happily just gone through in any way, shape or form, because we just need a win, which we're struggling to get, aren't we? So, yeah.
Need to ask about their goal. I was down the other end, so I didn't really see it. But what happened there?
I mean, it's obviously we've given away a free kick. The first free kick we've cleared, it's gone back to the same player, the left back. He's then looped a ball straight back in, and the only thing I can think of is that Tommy thinks that it's going over the bar, and he literally just leaves it, and unfortunately it drops in way under the bar. It's just a misjudgment. Look, he's not meant to do it. It's a free goal. Normally he's just going to come and pick that, catch that, and away we go. See the game out, 1-0, job done. But yeah, it's look. We said in the dressing room after, you can criticise someone for that kind of mistake, but to be fair to the rest of the boys, we're not digging out the ones that ain't put the ball in the back of the net when they should have. So the same applies to him. He knows as a keeper that if he makes a mistake like that, it's going to cost. So he's used to that, it's fine. But it is just an absolute freak goal that lets them back into the game. Then we're under the cosh for the last 10 minutes, and then in fact could have actually won it with a chance with Donny. And then end up in a penalty shootout. And as we know, it's a lottery. I think last year we rode our luck in penalty shootouts and got through maybe 3 or 4. This year we've had 2 and lost them both. So
yeah, we were going to ask about that. Is it something that we prepare for in cup competitions?
I mean, typically yes, but we haven't really had the chance to this week. We've had one training session since we've come back in with the boys. We've introduced the new management team. It's going to take a little while to settle down. Look, we're going to want to make some changes to not only the way that we play, but also the personnel. Not massive changes, but we need a little bit more experience around the boys, to be fair. And yeah, so we haven't worked on penalties this week, to be perfectly honest with you. So maybe that was something that you can look at. But again, it's just a lottery. Some of our penalties I thought were decent. A couple that we've hit weren't so great. No different to the last shootout, I suppose. But yeah, look, they've had a bit more experience on penalty shootouts. I think they've got through the last 2 rounds like that. So sometimes things just aren't meant to be, and they are meant to be for certain teams, and that's the way it goes.
One new player who started today was Joe Thomas. What do you think he brings to the team?
Yeah, he brings energy. He brings a little bit, a lot of ability as well. I think he works very hard. He's got a bit of chat about him. He's got experience of a higher level of football. I think at times we lack a little bit of energy in certain areas. So I think he can add something there. And to be fair, that's the first football he's had for 6 weeks, and he got through 80 minutes for us. He had a couple of chances. I thought one very good chance in the first half. But yeah, typically I think he will potentially be a decent player for us.
And up next, it's Lordswood away. Thoughts going into that one?
Yeah, it's a massive game. I mean, they've just changed their manager as well. They're going to have probably a churn of players. And as I said earlier, we need a win from somewhere, so we've got to start and try and go and get it there. So fingers crossed we can do that next weekend.
We look forward to it. Cheers for your time,
Cheers,
AC.
Nick. Thank you.